Brought to you by Dogra A1 Digital Hearing Aid Center Jammu, offering special discounts for senior citizens and reimbursement scheme for government employees. Hello viewers, you're watching Jammu Links News. I am Mannat Gupta and welcome to the daily updates of Midday News. Let's begin. Taking strong note of delays in the completion of some works, Jammu and Kashmir Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha on Sunday directed the officers concerned to ensure that the projects do not remain languishing unnecessarily. The people of J&K have set the bar of expectations from the government very high, so make sure that all the projects are completed within the stipulated time frame to fulfill their developmental aspirations. Sinha said, chairing a high-level meeting in order to give fillip to pace of work on various mega projects. LG Sinha took a comprehensive review of the progress on important developmental projects of the Jammu division in the meeting. India recorded 61,408 new COVID-19 cases, taking the country's tally to over 31 lakh, according to the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare on Monday. The country's total coronavirus count has reached 31,06,349, including 23,38,036 cured or discharged or migrated cases. With 836 new deaths in the last 24 hours, the cumulative toll climbed to 57,542. Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha took a review of the developmental activities going on in Jammu district in meeting at Civil Secretariat Jammu. Deputy Commissioner Jammu presented a brief profile and statistics of the district to the Lieutenant Governor. She also informed the Lieutenant Governor about the status of various centrally sponsored schemes being implemented in the district. The Lieutenant Governor laid emphasis on swift delivery of public services and saturation of centrally sponsored schemes at the earliest. He also set a deadline of September 30th for 100% Aadhaar enrollment in the district to ensure complete and uninterrupted disbursal of benefits through DBT mode. Jammu and Kashmir on Sunday reported 666 fresh COVID-19 cases and 9 more deaths due to the infection. Now, the Union Territory's COVID-19 caseload has reached 32,647 and the death toll mounted to 617. Jammu and Kashmir has 7,198 active cases of the coronavirus disease, while 24,832 patients have recovered so far. Jammu and Kashmir Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha on Sunday inaugurated smart Wi-Fi connectivity at 6 places under the Jammu Smart City Mission. He also directed officials concerned to expedite the process of detailed project reports for the remaining earmarked areas. Jammu will have 8 Wi-Fi hotspots within the municipal corporation limits, besides vertical gardens and wayfinding signages as part of the measures to make it a smart city. Raghunath Bazar, Residency Road, Mubarak Mandi to Parade Chowk, Bahu Fort, Apsara Road and Greenbelt Park are the 6 places in the city covered under the Wi-Fi connectivity. The Mata Vaishno Devi Shrine Board, Jammu and Kashmir on Monday said that all devotees coming from outside the Union Territory are required to bring valid coronavirus negative test report, which should not be more than 48 hours old at the time of arrival. Pilgrimage to Mata Vaishno Devi Temple resumed on August 16th, nearly 5 months after it was suspended due to COVID-19. Devotees will not be allowed to enter the temple without a COVID-19 negative test report. Clarifying the doubt sought to be created by certain misguided elements, Union Minister Dr. Jitendra Singh has stated that permanent resident certificate holders also need Jammu and Kashmir domicile certificate in order to apply for jobs and to get other benefits. Responding to media queries, Dr. Jitendra Singh said, somehow an impression is being created in certain quarters that those holding PRC need not apply for the domicile certificate and appealed not to be misled by such rumors. Jammu and and Kashmir Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha on Sunday asked the Jammu Municipal Corporation to formulate a comprehensive vision plan to make the city modern and more vibrant. Sinha also asked the JMC for a special focus on sanitization and fumigation of the city's vital places amid COVID-19 pandemic, a spokesperson said. The Lieutenant Governor was interacting with JMC Mayor Chandramohan Gupta, who along with Deputy Mayor Purnima Sharma called on him at the Raj Bhavan. Jammu Municipal Corporation carried out demolition of an illegal structure raised at Dili Bypass. Jammu Municipal Corporation had rejected the application of building permission of the owner, Shobha Devi, owing to the reason that the land being Gair Mumkin Khad was not suitable for such construction activities. The owner had, however, illegally raised some structures which had been earlier sealed by the Jammu Municipal Corporation. Subsequently, demolition notices have been issued to the violator and the demolition was carried out by pressing men and machinery. Jammu and Kashmir Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha on Sunday met with the family members of slain Sarpanch Ajay Pandita Bharti and assured them all possible support from the government. The Sarpanch was shot dead by terrorists in Larkipura village of South Kashmir's Anantnag district on June 8th. His wife Sohini Pandita and father Dwarika Nath Pandita flagged their issues with the Lieutenant Governor, who assured them all possible support from the government, the spokesperson said. Special Director General of CRPF Jammu and Kashmir Zone Zulfikar Hassan called on Lieutenant Governor Manoj Sinha on Sunday and briefed him about the internal security management and prevailing security scenario in the Union Territory. Inspector General of CRPF Jammu Sector Charu Sinha was also present during the meeting, he said. Sinha stressed on maintaining close synergy between Army, Central Reserve Police Force, Jammu and Kashmir Police and other central paramilitary forces to effectively deal with an emergent situations and maintain a close watch on all vital installations to ensure a secure environment. The elder daughter of PDP President Mehbooba Mufti has sought to change her mother's name in her passport to Mehbooba Sayyed. A notice stating this was published in a local newspaper by Irtika Javed. Mehbooba Mufti and her husband are not living together. The couple have two daughters, Iltija and Irtika, while the younger daughter has followed in the footsteps of her mother and taken on the Mufti surname. The elder one appears to be closer to her father. Mehbooba is under detention at her official residence here that has been declared as a subsidiary jail.